This week on Black is Black, we will examine the Yoruba creation narrative, weaving in the spirit of "in the beginning was the Word." While staying true to the Yoruba cosmological framework, this part focuses on the primordial void, the emergence of Olodumare, and the initial act of creation through covering the descent of the Orishas and the shaping of humanity and the world. Part 1. The Whisper in the Void. Before time stretched its sinews across the heavens, before the stars blinked their first uncertain light, there was nothing and yet everything. Vast, quivering emptiness pulsed in the heart of the unformed. A silence so deep it hummed with unspoken potential, was not a void of absence, but a womb of possibility. A great dark sea without shore or surface, where shadows danced without form, and echoes waited for voices. This boundless expanse. There was no up, no down, no edge to cling to, just an eternal stillness, pregnant with what might be. Within this stillness, a presence stirred, ancient beyond naming, vast beyond grasping. Olodumare, the one who is all, the source without beginning. Olodumare was not born of dust or flame, nor carved from the bones of some older god. Olodumare simply was a radiant essence coiled within the void. A mind without body, a will without shape. Imagine a light that does not shine outward, but inward, folding upon itself in infinite layers, a glow that knows itself and dreams of more. This was Olodumare. The first thought, the first breath, the first whisper of intention in a universe that had yet to hear its own name. And in that whisper lay the seed of all creation, the Aster divine power, the living word that binds chaos into order, the spark that turns silence into song. The void trembled as Olodumare awoke, not with a roar, but with a sigh, a soft exhalation that rippled through the nothingness like a breeze across still water. This was no ordinary breath, was the breath of Ace, the sacred utterance that carries the weight of eternity. Picture it. A soundless sound, a vibration that wove threads of possibility into the fabric of the dark. Where it passed, the void shimmered, as if remembering a dream it had never dreamed. The breath spiraled outward, a golden thread unspooling from Olodumare's essence, curling and twisting until it formed a sphere, cosmic egg, translucent and pulsing, suspended in the endless night. This egg was not a thing of shell or yolk, but a vessel of pure potential, its surface gleaming with a faint glow of unborn worlds. Within the egg, Olodumare's Ace began to hum, a low resonant tone that thrummed like the heartbeat of a god. The hum grew, splitting into harmonics, high notes that glittered like stars, deep tones that rumbled like distant thunder. These were the first words, not spoken in any tongue mortals might know, but in the language of existence itself. Each note carried a command, each vibration a purpose. Be, they sang, and the void listened. Become, they intoned, and the egg trembled. Unfold, they whispered, and the first crack appeared, a hairline fracture radiating light into the dark. From that crack spilled a flood of brilliant liquid gold, molten silver, hues no eye has ever named. The light danced, spiraling upward in great arcs, painting the void with streaks of fire and shadow. It was as if Olodumare's breath had ignited a furnace, and from its flames emerged the scaffolding of reality. The golden threads wove themselves into a vast lattice, a web of shimmering strands that stretched beyond sight. This was the framework of the heavens, the Orun, a realm of pure spirit where the divine would dwell. Below it, the light thickened, congealing into a darker, denser plane. The eye, the earth yet to be, still formless, but heavy with promise. Olodumare gazed upon this nascent creation, and the Ace swelled within. The breath became a voice, resonant and deep, a sound that could shake mountains if mountains yet existed. Let there be order, Olodumare decreed, and the wild light obeyed. The golden lattice tightened, its strands snapping into alignment, like the strings of a great chora plucked by invisible hands. The Orun took shape, a boundless sky of endless tiers, each layer pulsing with its own rhythm, a symphony of light and sound. The eye below churned, a swirling mass of shadow and clay, waiting for its turn to be named. But Olodumare was not alone in this act. From the ace, from the very word that birthed the cosmos, other presences began to stirfant at first, like echoes of the original voice. These were the Orishas, the divine children of Olodumare's will, each a facet of the ace, each a note in the song of creation that were not yet fully formed, not yet clothed in power or purpose, but their essences flickered within the egg's shattered shell, waiting to be called forth. Imagine them as motes of light, each a different shade: red for strength, blue for wisdom, green for growths, whirling in the wake of Olodumare's breath, eager to join the dance. The void, once silent, now thrummed with life. The ace flowed like a river, carving channels through the dark, each ripple a promise of what was to come. Olodumare's voice spoke again, softer this time, a murmur that caressed the newborn realms. Let there be separation, yet unity. And so, the Orun and I parted, sky lifting from earth, spirit rising above matter, yet they remained bound by invisible cords, threads of ace that ensured the two would never truly be apart. Picture a great tree taking root. Its branches reach for the heavens, its roots delve into the soil, but all spring from a single trunk. So it was with creation. The word had spoken, and division came, but harmony endured. The egg's light faded, its purpose fulfilled, and the void was no longer void. Where there had been nothing, there was now motion, swirling mists in the Orun, churning clay in the eye. Olodumare paused, the ace coiling back into silence. But the silence was alive now, charged with the echo of that first word. The universe hung in balance, a canvas half painted, a song half sung. The Orishas stirred restlessly, their nascent voices whispering in the dark, pleading to be born, to take up the ace and finish what had begun. But Olodumare waited, savoring the stillness, knowing the next breath would unleash a cascade of wonders and challenges, beyond even divine imagining. And so it was, that in the beginning, there was the word, not a mere sound, but the ace. The living power of Olodumare's will was a word that did not merely name, but made. A word that did not merely speak, but sang, weaving the first threads of existence from the loom of eternity. The void had heard, and the void had answered, and the story of all that is had taken its first trembling step into being. Third, spirit of the word. The ace embodies the word as a creative, living force, mirroring John 1:1, while staying rooted in Yoruba belief. Olodumare's breath and voice drive creation, echoing the logos as intention made manifest.